Hey you, put your phone down for a second. Well, actually, don't. This is YouTube. I need the views. But at least mentally pause, just breathe. You good? Okay, because I've got something to tell you, and I promise, this isn't another motivational speech that leaves you feeling worse than before. This isn't about grinding harder or waking up at 4 a.m. to conquer the world. It's about something your soul has probably been craving for a while now. Ready? You need to learn how to rest, truly, deeply, intentionally, not just to recharge your battery, but to recharge yourself. Not just to feel better, but to become dangerous again. Yeah, I said it. Rest so well that it makes you stronger, because somewhere along the way, we all bought into this lie that rest is laziness. That if you're not constantly doing, producing, proving, you're falling behind. So now most of us rest like criminals, guiltily, half-heartedly, with one eye open, scrolling through your feed, watching a show you don't even like, all while beating yourself up for not being productive. But that's not rest, that's digital purgatory. Real rest isn't just the absence of doing, it's the presence of peace, a return to yourself when your mind, body and heart finally come back online. And I'm not judging. I've been there too, burned out, stretched thin, telling myself just one more push, even though it's the 400th last push this week. Ever been so tired that you dream about answering emails? Yeah, that's not rest. That's your brain screaming for help, in spreadsheet form. Let me tell you one of my favorite parables. There was once a young woodcutter in a village who dreamed of becoming the best. One day, he challenged an older lumberjack to a contest, who could chop more wood from sunrise to sunset. The young man worked tirelessly, never pausing for a moment. Every now and then, he'd glance at his opponent and see him calmly sipping tea or even taking a nap. I've got this in the bag. This old man is wasting time, he thought. But when the sun dipped below the horizon and they weighed the logs, the older man had cut more. How is this possible? The young woodcutter asked in disbelief. I never stopped, and you were resting. The old man smiled and replied, every time I sat down, I sharpened my axe. That's the lesson. It stuck with me forever, because it captures the true power of rest. It doesn't make you weak, it makes you sharper, more focused, more alive. Rest isn't the enemy of progress. It's what makes progress sustainable. But here's the problem. We don't rest. We numb ourselves. We distract, escape, eat on our feet, mindlessly scroll through apps in bed. Binge shows we won't even remember. That's not rest. That's sedation. It's your brain hitting the emergency shutdown because it knows you won't stop on your own. Ever wake up more exhausted than when you went to sleep? That's not sleep. It's a crash reboot. Let's be real. Most of us are running on fumes, smiling through exhaustion like a broken Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. So here's my question. When was the last time you truly felt awake? Not just awake, fully alive, clear, at peace, as if you could look around and say, yes, I'm here. I'm okay. That's rare, isn't it? But it shouldn't be. Because when you're well rested, you think more clearly, love more deeply, laugh more often, say no to what drains you and yes to what lights you up. You stop reacting in survival mode and start responding with wisdom. You stop snapping at your partner over nothing, losing your keys, or wasting hours on meaningless things. You become yourself again. But rest doesn't happen by accident. You can't wait until you crash to finally take care of yourself. That's like refusing to drink water until you pass out. Rest requires action. You have to plan it, protect it, fight for it, as if your life depends on it. Because honestly, it kinda does. I get it. You're busy. Life is demanding. But let me say this with love. You don't have time not to rest. You don't have time to keep running on empty, making decisions with a foggy mind and an exhausted nervous system. Tired you is not the best you. Tired you is forgetful, irritable, reactive. Tired you sees a crisis in every little thing and suspects everyone of bad intentions. But rested you, that's a whole different energy. Rested you is thoughtful, clear-headed, funny again, creative, bold. Rested you knows how to set boundaries. Rested you remembers what truly matters. Rested you carries a quiet strength that turns heads. You move differently when your soul isn't limping. And the best part, rest doesn't have to mean a 2-week vacation in the Maldives, though if someone's offering, call me. Sometimes rest is 15 minutes of silence before the day begins. A walk without headphones, eating lunch without a screen in front of you, turning off your phone at 8 p.m. just to sit with your thoughts, and realizing you don't have to fix everything tonight. Sometimes rest is laughing with someone who gets you. Sometimes it's a nap you don't apologize for. Sometimes it's saying, I can't do that right now, without explaining your whole life story. That's not selfish, that's wisdom. You're not a machine, not a content factory, not a to-do list. You're a human being, and you have limits. Honoring them isn't weakness, it's common sense. Ever notice how animals rest without guilt? A lion sleeps 20 hours a day and doesn't feel bad. A cat will nap on your laptop while you work, completely unbothered. And us, we'll collapse from exhaustion while insisting, I'm fine, just tired. So here's your gentle reminder from me. Quiet evening. Time for yourself. Deep breath. Turn off the noise. Say no. Leave the dishes in the sink for a few hours. The world won't collapse. And if it does, at least you'll face it well rested. Stare at the ceiling. Pet your dog. Hug someone a little longer. Give your nervous system a break. You don't have to always be on. Because after true rest, you come back different. Calm, focused, clear-eyed, fully charged. And this version of you? It's dangerous. Dangerous to burnout. Dangerous to fear. Dangerous to the habit of measuring yourself by productivity. So sharpen your strength, my friend. The world will need it. But first, rest as if your power depends on it. Because it does.
I don't think you'll be able to click on the next video before time run out. 3, 2, 1.